關於個 BASc GHD 嘅 program， 咁正如頭先之前有 Professor Teaching 都有講過啦，咁我係YNO 人，咁我係呢個 school 嘅 assistant professor 嚟嘅，咁我亦都係負責呢個 program 嘅總監喺呢個 program director。咁喺嚟緊呢段時間咧，咁我同埋我嘅同事 Andy 咧就會講多啲關於個 program 嘅專業嘅，即係例如話學啲咩嘢啦，個 capstone 係關啲咩嘢啦，咁同埋有啲關於 admission 相關嘅資訊嘅，即係例如話你最低有要求啊，或者有啲咩所謂嘢要留意咧，即係關於報讀我哋呢個課程。咁我而家就可以開始啦。OK。好啦，咁正如頭先啊 Professor Teaching 同埋 Dr. Karen Berman 講過啦，其實 COVID-19 即係從呢個新冠病毒呢個咁嘅全球公共衞生咁嚴重嘅事件咧，其實我哋都學識咗好多嘢嘅，都明白到其實COVID-19 咧唔單止係一個健康嘅問題，即係唔係一個公共衞，唔單止係一個公共衞生問題，亦都會影響到好多社會唔同層面嘅事件嚟嘅。咁例如話，你見到我呢個 slide 上面都有我哋嘅院長梁卓偉院長啦，咁亦都有隔離嘅 Professor Joseph Wu 啦。咁佢哋基本上之前都做咗好多流行病學嘅研究，去推論翻，即係如果有可能有啲 intervention 可能 implement 咗之後咧，究竟嗰個 case 會點樣改變咧？咁呢啲政策，呢啲咁嘅證據其實都好重要嘅，因為都幫助到好多公共衞生嘅嗰啲部門咧去做啲決策，即係例如話我哋係咪真係要 close border 啊，定係我哋係即係要 encourage 多啲 social distancing policy 咧？咁但係除咗呢樣之外咧，其實而家都好多人都會知道COVID-19 都帶出好多其他相關嘅問題，即係例如話我哋做呢個可能 social distancing policy 或者我哋 close the border 係咪可以無止境咁樣做咧？因為始終即係相信如果喺香港即係住喺香港嘅人都會知道其實我哋呢啲 social distancing policy 其實即係都明白佢哋嘅作用係點樣，但係即係喺心理上或者生理上其實都明白個 burden 都好大嘅，即係可能大家平時習慣都會禮拜六日出嚟飲茶或者跑步但係因為啲 social distancing policy 可能全部都要擱置咗嘅時候，咁其實即係喺個心理上面都會可能有啲影響嘅，咁所以我哋大家都明白到，雖然我哋知道啲 policy 係重要，但係即係亦都冇可能話要求各國嘅人民都要無止境咁去做咯。咁所以即係呢啲都係大家或者每個政府都會喺度諗緊話其實喺邊個情況之下就要停或者去所謂叫舒緩咧。咁喺另外啲國家可能話嗰啲醫療嘅資源其實係唔係好充足嘅時候，亦都有可能話我會唔會係 prefer 話我醫某一類人就另外一類人我就即係 prioritize 佢低啲咧？咁其實呢啲都會涉及到好多所謂嗰啲倫理道德嘅問題。咁當然啦，即係任何嘅政策即係唔係單單從某一個範疇去思考嘅。即使你話好似新冠病毒咁樣，雖然係一個好明顯一個公共衛生嘅議題啦，咁但係其實喺做決定嘅時候，各國嘅政府其實都可能會考慮唔同嘅範疇，即係例如話喺British Medical Journal， 即係一個好 leading 嘅 medical journal， 其實佢都有個 editorial 就講話Donald Trump a political determinant of COVID-19， 咁其實就帶出話其實政治亦都會影響到相關嘅政策，咁所以呢個都係同之前 Professor KG Fukuda 所帶出嘅理念都一樣，就係任何一啲比較嚴重嘅公共衛生問題，其實唔係單只係一個健康嘅問題，其實係涉及到好多唔同嘅範疇。咁當然啦，即係而家成日個個都講新冠病毒啦，咁新冠病毒的確係一個好複雜嘅議題嚟嘅。咁但係其實我哋即係都明白到新冠病毒呢樣嘢只係其中一個例子咯。咁如果你睇翻可能 UN 佢哋設立呢個 Sustainable Development Goals 嘅時候，你都會見到入邊有好多議題，其實都好複雜嘅。即係例如話我點樣可以消滅貧窮咧？我點樣可以消滅呢個饑荒咧？咁其實入邊都會涉及到好多唔同種類嘅嘢，你又要考慮咯。即係唔可以話單從一個環境嘅角度去考慮，或者單只係從一個經濟嘅角度去考慮。咁右邊其實有一個 comment 都好得意嘅，就係我哋成日都覺得話新冠病毒好嚴重非常嚴重，但係其實我哋冇考慮到嘅話嘅嘢就係其他嘅議題都係好嚴重，或者更加嚴重添。即係例如話可能講緊呢個全球暖化，咁點解即係唔同嘅政府好似即係對待啲咁嘅事件都會有唔同嘅反應咧？咁其實點解背後會產生到啲咁嘅動作咧？咁其實呢啲都係一啲好重要嘅地方，我哋要考究咯。咁所以點解我哋會做呢個
BASc GHD program 咧，就係因為我哋發覺到我哋唔可以再係用一個單一嘅範疇去思考或者去作出一啲解決嘅方案。我哋要明白到，例如話每一個議題，經濟確認嗰邊係點樣考慮嘅咧？可能呢個法律上面係點樣考慮咧？公共衞生係點樣考慮咧？咁其實如果我哋真係想推行一個有效嘅政策，而各個持份者都係可以同意嘅話咧，咁其實真係要需要一類人才係要明白到每一個範疇嘅人其實係諗緊啲乜嘢，從而得出一個大家都可以接受到嘅答案啦。咁所以喺我哋呢個課程嘅規劃裏面咧，其實我哋係包括咗多數嘅 faculty 嘅，即係特別當然包括可能有 science 啦，有law 啦，有 social science 啦 ，medicine 啦，business economics 啦 ，social science 等等。咁正如 Professor K 副哥又講過啦，咁我哋個 education mode 其實都多樣化嘅。咁除咗基本上例如話個 lecture 之外咧，其實我哋都會有其他嘢嘅，例如話 tutorials 啊、problem-based learning 啊或者 seminar。咁呢啲係反映緊其實即係現實生活係點樣，或者現實嘅情況係點樣。因為我哋都唔希望學生淨係得到書本上面嘅知識，但係就喺應用方面咧係可能會比較弱啲。所以喺嗰個設計課程上面咧，我哋都會盡量依賴即係tutorials 同埋 problem-based learning。咁希望學生可以就算喺課室裏面都可能可以已經感受到，其實如果真係掟一個問題俾你嘅時候，咁你應該點樣解決？咁有好多嘢係共通嘅，咁所以喺 BASc 入邊咧，我哋有一集 core courses 咧，就個個都要讀噶啦，喺 BASc program 入邊。咁入邊當然包括就係領袖嘅才能啦、大數據嘅分析啦，同埋知識嘅基礎。咁仲有一樣咧，最重要嘅地方就係呢個 overseas field placement。咁正如我之前講，點解我哋有 tutorials 同埋 PBL 啦，就係因為我哋希望學生唔好淨係紙上談兵，所以最好咧嘅方法就係真係俾你哋有一個6個月機會。去外國去實習，即係去相關嘅機構實習，例如話 UNICEF 啦，例如話 UN Foundation 啦，例如世衛啦。咁希望你哋可以去到嗰啲地方，真係實習6個月，明白其實喺嗰啲機構係點樣運作，咁從而幫助你哋第時去揾工嘅時候咧，你都可以話翻俾你將來嘅僱主知道啊，其實我係真係做到啲嘢嘅喎，因為我喺呢啲咁嘅大機構裏邊，其實我已經實習咗6個月，我明白一個機構係點樣運作。咁呢個就係點解我哋 set 一個 overseas field placement。咁好啦，咁好多人就會問啊，究竟我哋呢個 GHD program 係學乜嘢嘅咧？咁即係當然你會見到話啊，我哋有好多唔同嘅 faculties 喎，會唔會有啲似好似炒飯咁樣咧？咁但係當然就唔會嘅，因為其實我哋圍繞住嗰個 concept 同 knowledge 都係關於 global health 同埋 development。咁所以我哋係已經精挑細選咗某一啲discipline， 我哋覺得係即係如果你係接觸緊 GHD 嘅 issue 嘅時候係必須要知道嘅。咁當中包括 architecture 啦，即係 urban development 啦，經濟啦，即係可能講 micro and macroeconomics 或者 financing。咁法律啦，即係我哋有啲咩 global health law 啦、human rights 啦。咁正如頭先Dr. Karen Griffin 所講嘅 international health regulations， 其實都係相關嘅。咁因為呢個係一個健康嘅課程啦，咁所以就 public health 當然就重要嘅，即係例如話流行病學啊，嗰個全世界嘅疾病嘅 burden 啊，咁例如話究竟我睇緊呢個學術文章其實啱定錯咧？咁而家如果你又留意到新聞嘅話，其實好多時候都會講話啊，我應該要做呢樣嘢，或者我唔應該做呢樣嘢。咁點解唔同嘅研究都係答緊同一個研究嘅問題，但係點解個結論好似好唔同咁樣咧？咁呢個就係涉及到佢點樣去做嗰個研究啦。咁正如話好多民調啊，點解有啲民調就話啊支持某一樣嘢，有啲民調就話完全唔支持一樣嘢咧？咁亦都係關於佢點樣做嗰個研究。咁所以即係當然我哋唔係去訓練你哋或者培養你哋成為一個研究者啦。咁當然呢個都係其中一個出路嚟嘅。咁但係我哋點解會包含呢啲咁嘅元素？就係希望你可以明白到啊，如果第時你係其中一個決策者嘅時候，咁我見到呢份文章，咁究竟我係信定唔信咧？咁起碼你都有嗰個知識去作出呢個正確嘅判斷啦。咁所以你都會學一啲關於統計嘅嘢，因為我哋講數據就一定係統計嘅，咁所以就呢個都會包含落去。咁另外我哋而家係即係喺一個叫 society 啊嘛，咁所以其實我哋都要有一啲人文科學嘅嘢係你要知道嘅，即係例如話政治啦，或者人口同埋發展嘅關係等等。咁所以希望你例如話啊，當我哋學識晒啲所有嘢之後咧，其實你就可以明白到啊，其實右邊呢個 curve 係關於咩咧？咁如果你有留意新聞嘅話，其實我哋好多時候都話成日講話flattening the curve，flattening the curve。咁其實即係代表咩意思咧？咁基本上就係話，我哋希望我哋嘅醫療系統唔好話因為突然其來有大量嘅呢啲新冠病毒嘅 case 走出嚟嘅時候 override 咗我哋嘅 health system。所以其實即係呢啲嘢就係你會喺 public health 入邊會學到。好啦，咁當然除咗你話啲咁嘅 foundational knowledge 之外咧，其實有啲學科咧係比較新嘅，所以就會有一啲 courses 係 specifically 去集中討論，即係例如話health system 啦，就係醫療系統啦 ，globalization 即係全球化啦 ，innovation and technology。咁例如話我哋有好多唔同嘅口罩，咁其實某程度上都係 combine 呢啲 technology 去做一啲口罩去滿足我哋嘅 needs of 呢啲咁嘅 mask 啦，咁同埋即係究竟嗰個私人嗰個機構其實佢哋嘅作用係點樣咧？你會見到 COVID-19 其實入邊已經係涉及到好多呢啲唔同嘅範疇。咁即係正如呢度所講啦，即係例如話有啲人可能歸過話喂，全球化就係引致到有 COVID-19 喎，但係其實係咪真係咁樣咧？咁當然亦都唔係嘅，亦都有啲人亦都係覺得係嘅。咁但係有一樣好明顯咧，就係好似右邊呢幅cartoon 所講啦，我哋成日都話大家坐喺一條船上邊喎，但係其實可能因為全球化嘅關係咧，其實可能或者應該要 describe as 可能我哋大家都喺同一個風暴入邊，我哋點樣去一齊去合作而去求存，咁反而可能呢個係更加貼切咯，喺而家呢個世代。咁除咗之前所講嘅嘢之外咧，咁有啲嘢係我哋所謂叫 soft skills 係非常非常之重要嘅，即係我相信大家都明白，例如話乜嘢係一個好嘅領導才能咧？乜嘢係一個好嘅方法去推廣某啲政策咧？其實呢啲係一啲好我哋所謂叫 key competency skills 咧，係好重要嘅。即係無論你係推行可能有啲法律嘅政策或者你推行一啲公共衛生嘅政策咧，其實呢啲係十分之重要嘅。咁除咗證據之外咧，其實你點樣去所謂 sell 嗰個 program， 其實都係一個十分之重要嘅環節。所以我哋喺呢個 program 入邊咧，你都會有啲 course 係 specifically 係講關於呢兩個比較少有嘅範疇。好啦，咁呢個咧就係一個 BASc GHD 嘅 curriculum 啦。咁正如之前即係可能普通嗰啲其他嘅 conventional programs 啦，其實係一個4年嘅 program 嚟嘅。咁喺第一同埋第二年咧，咁同學咧就會集中於讀翻 foundational knowledge， 即係例如話佢哋會上下經濟嘅科目啦，可能上下公共衛生嘅科目啦，上下社會科學嘅科目。咁當然啦，我哋都會有啲叫做 anchoring courses 嘅。咁嗰啲 anchoring courses 咧就每一年有一個。咁呢個 anchoring course 嘅作用咧就係幫各位同學去明白點解我要去讀經濟嘅科目咧？點解我要去讀人文科學嘅社會科學嘅科目咧？咁呢個 anchoring course 其實就係希望幫你哋去明白到點解要讀呢啲嘢。咁當然啦，我哋唔係純粹係講解啦，我哋都會有一啲 tutorials lectures 係其實去 support 翻話點解呢啲咁嘅 knowledge 係重要嘅。咁去到第3同埋第4年咧，咁你哋就會開始學一啲比較複雜啲嘅議題啦，即係例如話 health systems 啦，例如話 the role of private sector in health and development 啦，咁呢啲就係比較 complex 嘅topics。咁就我哋希望即係喺第3、第4年你哋讀呢啲咁嘅 complex 嘅 topic 嘅時候咧，就可以應用翻你喺第1同埋第2年嗰度所學到嘅基礎知識，就 apply 落去，咁從而就去達到我哋 set up 呢個 program 嘅目的，就係希望你可以吸納唔同嘅 discipline 嘅 thoughts， 然後就從而推行一啲我 propose 一啲 viable 嘅 solution 去解決呢個環球衛生及發展相關嘅問題。咁有一個重要嘅地方就係關於個 overseas field placement， 就係會係喺你第3年嘅暑假開始至到第4年嘅第1學期，即係總共6個月咧，咁你哋就會去一個海外嘅實習。咁遲啲我個同事Danny 就會講嘅多啲㗎啦。
Okay, so hi everyone. So for those of you, anyone who wasn't in the previous talk, my name's Danny. I am the placement coordinator for the Global Health and Development Programme. So I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes just giving you a bit more information about one of the key features of this programme, which is the overseas field placement, and sort of what that involves and what that looks like. So a global interdisciplinary outlook is really the foundation of this program, and we want our students to graduate not only with the broad foundation of knowledge to succeed, but also the practical, real hands-on experience to be able to go out and contribute to the workplace after you've graduated. So as part of this program, all students who are in the Global Health and Development program will go out at the end of their third year and spend 6 months working in an international organisation who work in the field of global health and development. So this is an opportunity to work on really meaningful projects and really have that direct exposure to global health and development issues and challenges, and begin to translate everything that you've learned over the 3 years of your course so far, and really put that into practice in the working environment. So it's a really great opportunity to receive mentoring from experts who are working in the field, from the organisations that you'll be working in, and then through a combination of this practical experience and the expert mentoring that you'll receive, that's when you'll sort of really start to develop the skills and experience to succeed in what we know is a really competitive job market. Okay, so this is just some of the key features of the overseas field placement. So it takes place at the end of your third year. So it will take place, it will start in the summer after your third year and then go into the start of your fourth year. It's arranged by HKU, so we will have a selection of organisations that we have partnerships with. And for anyone who was in the previous talk, KG mentioned this briefly. So we have partnerships with these organisations who have agreed to take global health and development students from HKU. And then we will support you through the whole process. So we'll support you in terms of finding a placement, applying for placements, securing placements, and then throughout the whole process while you're abroad. So I think what is quite unique about this placement opportunity for this program is the types of organisations that you might go out and work for. So we can see here that we've got a whole range of different types of organisations. So students who are taking this program can tailor their experience depending on what their interests are and what their long-term aspirations are. So we have different types of foundations, so the Global Fund, Clinton Health, Access Initiative, a whole range of UN agencies, so UNAIDS, UNICEF, World Health Organization, UNDP. We have a range of non-profits that we work with, so for students who might be interested in working more in the field for a non-profit organisation, and I'll give you an example of one of those in a minute. And then other types of organisations, so for students who might have sort of specific interests, we have got partnerships with the BASc School of Public Health, so School of Public Health in Bangladesh, or Public Health Genetics Foundation. So if there's something that students are particularly interested in, students might find that interesting. So just to give you an idea of sort of the range of projects that students might be working on. So we might have students working in UN Foundation, which is up there. So this is an organisation based in Washington, DC. And for this internship, students would be working with the global health team. So this really, this internship is really more kind of at a strategic level. So you'd be working with UN Foundation to support WHO and other UN agencies to improve health more generally through the Sustainable Development Goals. On the flip side, we might have students who are interested in working more in the field, on the ground. So we've got a partnership with an organisation called International Care Ministries. That's the ICM logo there on the bottom left-hand side. So this is an organisation based in Manila in the Philippines. And they look for innovative ways to support families who are living in extreme poverty. So for this internship, you'd be working more on the ground. So you'd be based in one of their field offices in Manila. In the Philippines, they've got 10 different field offices, and you would be conducting research to support this mission to find ways to support people living in extreme poverty. So I hope that gives you a sort of general idea of the types of organisations that we work with, that you might go and do your internship for, and generally what the overseas field placement involves. And I'll hand you back over to Ryan, and if you have questions, we'll take those at the end.
好 ，thank you Danny。好啦，咁就變翻中文啦而家。咁其實我哋呢個 program 啦，即係正如阿 KG 之前都有講，就係、其實都好幾年之前已經開始 conceptualize 呢個 program 啦。咁但係即係當我哋要翻入呢個 program 嘅時候咧，發覺而家例如話現今嗰個人口嗰個勞動市場，其實佢哋所追求嘅 employee 嘅 attributes 其實都有啲似我哋即係點解成立呢個或者設立呢個 program 嘅。即係你會見到喺呢個 World Economic Forum 嘅呢個 data 裏邊咧，其實佢都有講到話啲 employers 可能喺2020年嘅時候，其實佢哋追求啲 employee 嘅 attributes 咧，其實係一啲比較我哋所謂叫做 soft skills 嘅，即係例如話 critical thinking 啊、creativity 啊、people management 啊等等。咁所以其實亦都係同我哋成立呢個 program 嘅初衷其實都一樣嘅。咁所以即係我哋都好樂意見到，其實 World Economic Forum 佢哋諗緊嘢同我哋本身成立呢個 program 嗰個理念都係非常之相似咯。咁亦都會幫助到即係相關嘅畢業生，即係讀完呢個 program 出嚟畢業之後咧，其實可能佢哋揾到嘅工種亦都會係即係比較容易嘅。即係如果呢個預測係正確嘅話。咁正如阿 Kiki 所講啦，咁其實都好難話俾你聽話啊，你讀完呢個 program 就一定會係做呢樣嘢㗎啦。咁但係我哋成立呢個 program 嘅時候，都盡量係希望即係涵括一個比較闊啲嘅範疇，咁希望可以俾到學生一個叫做彈性去選擇適合佢哋嘅工作。即係例如話如果你讀完呢個 program 之後咧，其實有好多嘢你都可以做到嘅，即係例如話數據嘅分析師啦，或者可能做一個 consultant 啦，或者喺一啲機構入邊做 manager 去可能 run 一個 program 係 eliminate poverty in 某一個 setting 啦，或者係做一啲政策嘅研究員嘅。咁當然啦，即係你話喺邊度可以即係做啲咁嘅工作咧？咁其實你會見到好多地方都有嘅，即係例如話政府嘅機構啦，嗰啲 management consultancies 啦、NGO 啦，甚至一啲跨國嘅企業，其實佢哋都有好多類似嘅工種係即係需要啲 skill set 咯。咁所以其實我哋都即係雖然你話呢個 program 係啱啱開始啦，咁但係我哋預測到4年之後，其實畢業生咧的確係應該會可以即係符合條件去做呢幾樣相關嘅工作。咁關於 admission 方面啦，咁其實即係我哋嘅 JUPAS code 就係 JS6250啦。咁其實如果關於你話個 basic requirement 啦，咁其實都好正路嘅，咁但係就英文方面咧就會係5咯，因為我哋呢個 program 其實某個地方都重視即係嗰個 communication， 咁所以喺英文嗰個科目方面咧，咁嗰個分數咧就會比較高嘅。咁當然啦，即係如果你話我有啲我真係得4啫喎英文，咁我哋都會即係 case by case 咁樣去考慮嘅，即係唔會話一刀切咁樣就你冇5就一定唔得啦。咁如果你話你真係有其他 attributes 係可以收落去 explain 話點解你真係好符合呢個 program 咧，咁我哋都會每一個個案咁樣去考慮咯。咁有好多人都話M1 M2計唔計㗎？咁 M1 M2就唔計嘅。咁至於你話 discipline 方面啦，咁好多人都擔心就話呢個係即係 global health， 咁會唔會係一定要讀 biology 啊，或者讀或者 medicine 相關嘅科目先得咧？咁其實就唔係嘅，因為我哋最初都已經講咗個目的，即係設立呢個課程嘅目的咧，就係希望一個學生可以喺多方面去分析一個問題。咁所以我哋係絕對歡迎學生即係有冇from all discipline 去報讀我哋呢個學科嘅，即係無論你係讀社會科學啊，或者讀科學啊，讀理科啊，或者讀文科都冇問題嘅。即係 students from all discipline 係好歡迎你去報讀我哋咁課程嘅。咁當然啦，即係同其他科目都係相似㗎啦。即係 preference 一定會係俾把做 Band A 嘅 JUPAS candidate， 我哋就會優先去考慮嘅。 咁至於關於嗰個面試方面啦，咁而家我哋個 first round 嘅 interview 咧就應該就係22號至24號，即係6月，係啦。咁就我哋遲啲咧就會開始 send out 嗰啲 invitation 㗎啦。咁相信大家都明白到而家計 JUPAS 嗰個方法咧都有啲改動嘅。咁我哋所謂叫做 bonus point system 啦。咁以前咧咁就基本上如果你係1、2、3、4、5星咧，咁就一個循序漸進嘅分數啦，就1、2、3、4、5、6、7。咁但係而家個 bonus point system 咧就係如果你係越多5星或者5星咧，咁其實你會見到佢嗰個比例就會唔同嘅。即係例如話，如果你係5星咧，以前個制度就會用7，但係而家咧就8.5。咁所以咧就考生就要注意翻呢個計分嘅制度個改變啦。咁關於我哋呢個學科啦，咁其實就我哋就計 best 5嘅，咁所以就即係你計 best 5個 subject，咁你就可以計翻個條數出嚟。咁就所有 Cat A 嘅Arts、Science 或者 Commerce subject 咧，全部都係 equal weight 嘅，即係我哋就唔會話某一啲科目就會重啲 weight，某一啲科目就少啲 weight。咁我哋亦都冇一個 specific 嘅 elective subject requirement。咁最後咧就係關於 scholarship 啦。咁其實咧我哋都有一個 entrance scholarship 嘅。咁就所有 local 嘅考生咧，即係本地嘅考生咧都可以報即係可以去 apply。咁咧就總共咧就有最多4個位置。咁每一個咧就係15,000蚊。咁除咗呢個 entrance scholarship 之後咧，我哋亦都有一個叫所謂 fly scholarship， 就係 for BASc entrance 嘅。咁就呢啲咧就係 for 即係報讀咗我哋個科報讀咗 BASc 嘅學生咧，咁佢哋都可以 eligible 去 apply。咁就暫時咧就 set 喺就2萬蚊嘅每一個，咁就冇 quota 嘅。咁就呢兩個就係相關嘅獎學金。咁呢個 slide 就即係如果頭先有參加 webinar 都見過啦。咁基本上都係講翻話我哋個 program 嗰個 code 咧就係 JS6250。咁如果有任何即係疑問咧，咁可以而家問啦，當然。咁如果你話之後先想問咧，咁其實你可以 send 翻個 email 俾我哋，或者打電話俾我哋又得，或者可以睇 Instagram 喺度 follow 我哋嘅 news。咁亦都可以去我哋嗰個 program 個 website， 咁就會有多啲詳細啲嘅資訊，即係例如話 exactly 嗰啲 site 係點樣啊，因為入邊可能有啲 link 你可以即係 click 落去就會知道原來 UN Foundation 係做呢啲嘢嘅喎，原來 UNICEF 係做呢啲嘢喎，咁你就可以 from 嗰個 website 就會知道啦。咁 Instagram 方面啦，咁除咗你話我哋呢個 program 嘅資訊之外咧，其實我哋都會即係 regularly 都會 share 一啲同 GHD 相關嘅 post 嘅。咁當然可能包括 COVID 啦，但係亦都會有其他唔同嘅議題。咁所以如果各位同學係真係對 GHD 本身呢個課題有興趣嘅，咁其實你都可以 follow 我哋嘅 Instagram 去得到比較update 嘅資訊啦。咁我嘅分享就到此為止啦。咁希望你哋都可以用少少時間就去話翻俾我哋聽你嘅 feedback 係點樣。咁我哋可以即係睇一睇你哋嘅 feedback，咁然後從而去改善我哋之後嘅呢啲咁嘅 webinar 或者呢啲咁嘅 information session， 去可以俾到一啲更加相關嘅資訊俾大家。唔該晒。咁而家就有啲咩問題嘅話，就可以開始發問啦。咁你可以用嗰個group chat 嗰度就可以睇到。
好，Doctor Ryan 咁樣啊，我哋咧而家咧就收到有啲同學嘅問題，咁啊主要咧就係問 interview 方面嘅，咁就想問下咧，其實如果同學將個科買咗去 Band B 咧，會唔會獲得一個 interview 嘅機會？
正如我之前所講啦，咁我哋主要都係會 interview 翻 Band A 噶啦，所以如果你話真係想報讀我哋個科咧，咁我就即係強烈建議都係擺翻我哋做 Band A 咯。
咁如果個同學仔喺6月3號之前由 Band D 至 E 轉翻去 Band A，咁佢係咪都可以喺6月22至24號期間獲得呢個 interview 嘅機會啊？
可以嘅。
好。咁咧，另外咧就有問題咧，就係問關於一啲科同學仔咧，可唔可以由 BASc 呢一個 program 轉去 BASc GHD 喎？
暫時就唔會有咁嘅安排啦。咁所以就基本上都會建議翻，如果你係真係對 GHD 有興趣，就直接揀翻 BASc GHD 啦。因為你話 transfer 其實係 即係都比較困難嘅，咁所以就暫時我唔會話即係呢個係一個非常之高成數嘅動作。
相信呢個問題可能都係要問翻即係 BASc 相關嗰個 faculty 睇下佢哋嗰個 permission。
哦，當然啦，即係係啦，因為兩邊嘅嘛，即係就算你話一邊係 OK，另外一邊唔 OK，亦都係唔 OK，所以即係呢個其實係共通嘅。咁即係我哋呢邊就基本上覺得個機會比較微。咁你話另外一邊咁都要問翻相關嗰個學院，佢哋會作出個決定。
咁我又有同學想問下咧，如果係喺放咗 DSE 成績之後，會唔會再有第二輪嘅 interview？
係會有嘅。
咁係咪即係會視乎同學仔佢放咗嗰個成績之後就再揀過啊？定係可能全部將佢哋 choice 擺翻去 Band A 嘅都會再 interview 咧？
係嘅，會嘅。即係總之你擺翻 Band A 咧，咁我哋亦都會有一 lot 嘅 interview 會做咯。
咁有同學咧就問，可能想有啲實際啲嘅數據，關於佢哋畢咗業之後嘅可能即係佢哋嘅職業嘅導向有咩可能性啦。咁我知道而家應該就暫時未有同學畢業嘅，咁唔知可唔可以即係可能喺呢方面再補充多少少俾同學聽咧？
哦，可以嘅。咁其實即係正如頭先都有講過，就係話我哋呢個課程其實啱啱都係上年9月開始，咁即係啱啱有第一個 cohort。咁你話如果要提供數據，當然都要等4年之後先有啦。咁所以喺我哋設計呢個課程嘅上面咧，我哋除咗即係包含一啲所謂 courses 係好 related to 一啲 competencies 係個個都即係差唔多大部分嘅職業都適用之外咧，最重要就係嗰個 field placement。因為正如有某一啲課程，其實佢哋就會有啲所謂嘅 internship opportunities 啦。其實佢哋都係希望即係學生喺讀緊呢個大學嘅課程裏面咧，就有一啲所謂工作經驗，咁從而可以利用呢啲工作經驗咧，去幫助佢哋增加成功求職嘅機會率。咁喺我哋呢個 GHD program 裏面咧，其實我哋亦都係想用翻類似嘅 approach 去幫同學去提升佢哋可以就業成功就業嘅機會嘅。咁有一樣嘢比較特別都要注意嘅地方咧，就係其實我哋嗰啲 capstone field placement 正常嚟講咧係冇，即係佢哋都唔會 offer 一啲 undergraduate 嘅 internship program 嘅。咁所以喺我哋同佢哋磋商嘅時候咧，我哋都用咗好多精力同埋唇舌去同佢解釋翻，即係點解啲咁嘅 internship opportunity 或者 capstone 嘅 field placement experience 係咁重要。咁從而都打動到佢哋去即係承諾去 open 一啲 field placement 俾我哋啲學生。咁所以其實如果同學係讀我哋個 program，而真係可以喺佢個履歷裏邊，即係寫到話我喺 WHO 做咗6個月，或者我喺 UN Foundation 做咗6個月。咁相比起其他學科嘅學生咧，我相信呢啲履歷咧嘅經驗其實係即係對於 employers 嚟講咧係其實非常之吸引嘅。咁另外一樣嘢都可以考慮嘅就係，其實呢啲咁嘅 field placement， 佢如果你話你真係喺 WHO 做完之後，其實可能或者可能喺 ICM， 即係頭先Danny 都講過話係喺菲律賓解決呢個 ultra poverty 嘅問題嘅 NGO 啦。咁其實佢哋如果你話真係你做完之後，而你嗰個能力係得到佢哋上司嘅認可嘅時候，其實你哋都好大機會可以喺翻相關嘅機構繼續工作。咁呢個其實都係有可能性嘅。咁所以即係呢個 field placement 其實都 sort of 係可以幫助到大家畢業之後咧就可以成功就業。咁但係正如我所講啦，即係數據嘅話咧，我哋暫時就未有嘅，因為始終呢個係一個新嘅課程，所以最快嘅數據咧都要等到4年後先至會有。
咁有同學咧就有啲問翻一啲可能切身啲嘅問題，就係關於 interview 方面嘅。咁我可唔可以即係展述多少少關於 interview 嗰個到時嘅實際操作係點樣？同學可以點樣準備咧？
可以嘅。咁關於呢個 interview 咧，其實係一個 group interview 嚟嘅。咁就可能3個學生至4個學生，即係都 depends 啦。咁就會嚟到。咁我哋首先第一樣嘢咧，就會俾佢睇一個 scenario。咁呢個 scenario 咧，就可能係一個環球衞生嘅議題啦，亦都係一個發展嘅議題。咁學生咧就會我哋就會俾學生可能1條問題至2條問題咁去討論。咁佢哋會有幾分鐘去預備啦，咁然後就幾分鐘去討論。咁然後之後咧，考官咧就會問 問佢一啲 follow up question，咁之後咧就會再問一啲比較 generic 嘅 question，即係例如話即係本身對課程嘅了解啊，或者本身點解會選擇課程等等，咁從而幫助我哋去了解到其實即係你係咪一個 good match with 我哋嘅 program 咧？因為我哋嘅 program 其實都比較 specific to 去話真係想揾一啲適合我哋嘅 program 嘅人，咁當中可能會諗下個同學可唔可以從多方面去考慮一個問題咧？個同學係咪願意去我哋所謂叫做 think outside the box 咧？咁呢啲都係我哋 look for 嘅 attribute 嚟嘅。咁所以即係同學就可以循住啲方向去作出預備啦。咁但係當然我都想強調一點咧，就係我哋呢個 interview 唔係話想考你書本上嘅知識，因為始終有好多議題其實亦都冇一個所謂叫確定嘅答案嘅。咁所以我哋純粹係希望通過呢個叫做 group interview， 去希望更加了解到其實同學係咪一個 good match with 我哋嘅 program， 就 rather 定話我而家係考緊你公共衞生嘅知識或者法治嘅知識，我哋就唔係，即係呢個就唔係個 main objective of 我哋呢個 interview 啦。
Okay, there are some questions regarding the field placement that students are interested to know. So Danny, may I ask you, is the school going to organize all the field placements for the students, or they would have to do it on their own?
So we support students with the whole process. So the field placement is a mandatory part of the program. So all students have to do some form of placement, and we will make sure that all students have a placement to go to when it comes to that point, and then we will support you with finding a suitable placement, with the whole application process, so submitting your application and receiving offers, accepting offers, and then throughout the process while you're abroad, we will provide support along with your mentor and supervisor in whichever organisation you're working for. So yes, we support you through the whole process, and we will make sure that all students have some form of placement to go to.
And some students are asking about the syllabus, and they would like to know if there will be any scientific related or research related on diseases.
好啦，咁轉去中文啦。咁research method 係有嘅。咁喺 Year 2咧，其實你哋就會讀，即係如果係 GHD 嘅學生咧，就會讀一科叫做 Research Methods in Medicine。咁其實嗰科咧就基本上就會講解翻話唔同嘅研究嘅方法，去從而去得出嚟話究竟係咪飲酒係會減低心血管疾病嘅關係，減低心血管疾病嘅風險咧等等。咁當然我哋唔係話想 train 你做一個 researcher， 咁所以嗰個 course 咧個 focus 咧，即係除咗你話係即係研究，即係了解話呢個研究係咪叫可信咧之外，其實亦都會可能集中於講話即係點樣去interpret 嗰啲 findings 咧，或者點樣去 communicate 啲 findings， 咁呢啲亦都會包含在內咯。咁所以我哋亦有 course 係，即係如果你話 specific to 呢個 question， 其實我哋係有嘅。
咁有關銜接學位方面同學咧就可能想問下關於 intercalation 或者 articulation， 就想知道 GHD program 咧有冇提供呢啲咁嘅可能性？
有嘅，咁我哋亦都會有涉及到啲 intercalation 或者 articulation， 咁就會銜接翻相關嘅課程，即係例如話香港大學嘅MPH 啊，咁呢啲係可以銜接到嘅課程嚟嘅。咁就當然都取決翻就係學生本身佢哋希望即係攞到乜嘢 master degree 啦，就係 at the same time。咁呢個就睇翻學生嗰個自己嘅取向係點樣啦。
咁喺呢度有一個問題咧，就關於 GHD 嗰個 program 本身嗰個設定嘅。係。咁有同學就想知道 GHD 嘅同學可唔可以 double major Hong Kong U 另外一啲科？
嗱咁樣講，因為呢個就有少少 tricky 嘅，因為如果你話 GHD， 如果你本身係 major in GHD， 即係你報個 degree 嘅時候，你本身係 GHD 嘅話咧，咁當然你本身已經係 major 你呢個 course 啦。咁當然你如果運用即係適當運用你嘅 elective 咧。咁你就可以 declare major in 其他嘅科目嘅，咁但係當然你就要計翻就係究竟你係咪符合到佢哋嘅 requirement 啦？因為始終如果你要 declare major， 咁相對上你要 take 嘅 courses 多啲嘅。咁但係 in reverse 咧就唔得嘅，即係你唔可以話本身例如話我係 BA 嘅，咁然後我可唔可以 declare major in GHD 咧？咁就唔得嘅。 咁所以即係我嘅建議就係，如果你係真係對於 GHD 好有興趣，而係希望可以即係攞到佢哋最多嘅精髓，即係 especially 係嗰個 field placement 啦。咁我就強烈建議就係你真係報即係 GHD as 你嗰個 main choice。咁然後之後你入到嚟讀嘅時候，咁你就可以運用你嘅 elective 去讀其他嘅 major， 即係可能係 psychology 啦，可能係 geography 啦，或者等等。咁你就可以用翻相關嘅 elective 去 declare 相關嘅 major 啦。但係你話 in reverse 咧就唔得嘅。
Okay, now I'm going to switch in English because I think we have some international students in attendance who are interested in getting into the program. They are curious as to know whether the interview period for international students would be the same as local students. I guess this would apply to the students that are that would sit for the exam in the next academic year. So this would be applying to non-JUPAS students. So when is the interview period gonna be for international students falling in the non-JUPAS cohort?
好，咁佢就會咧就應該係12月至到1月啦。
Maybe.
It's English, sorry. Should be December or January next year.
So this would apply to the students who are sitting for the exam in the next.
Right.
好，咁亦都有同學咧問關於多啲 scholarship 嘅問題。咁係咪現階段可能暫時都即係可能網頁上都未揾到呢啲資料住？咁會唔會部門可能稍後日子，可能6月啊、7月開始就會更加多嘅資訊可以提供到？
會嘅，當然啦，即係因為呢啲 scholarship 我哋都明白係即係學生都關注嘅，咁我哋而家都即係同相關嘅部門去即係finalize 嗰啲 details， 咁然後之後咧，咁當有相關嘅資訊係 available 嘅時候，我哋就會即係向外公佈。
咁我相信而家嘅問題都問得七七八八啦。咁I think we have mostly responded to most of the questions that the student raised. If there are more personalized questions that you would like to ask us, you could either call us or email us, or anything about the field placement, about what's going to happen in 4 years' time, you could always come back to us on our contact channels. So I think that would sum up the whole talk for today.
好啦，咁即係都即係再一次多謝大家，即係都 spend 咗差唔多2個鐘頭，就去 attend 咗 webinar 同埋呢個 admission talk。咁希望大家都可以從中即係得益到，同埋知道你哋想知道嘅嘢。咁正如頭先同事所講啦，即係如果你有任何嘅問題咧，你都可以send email 或者打電話俾我哋，或者留意我哋嘅 website 同埋 Instagram for 一啲 updates 咯。咁係啦，咁今日嗰個 session 咧就到此為止。咁再一次多謝大家參加呢個 webinar。咁即係祝大家有一個愉快嘅週末，同埋stay healthy。